You may have heard whispers about a coin that could be hiding right in your drawer or passed down from a grandparent. A coin that some believe could be worth millions of dollars. It might look small, simple, even ordinary to the untrained eye. But this 12-sided brass beauty from 1937 holds a story richer than most treasures. This, my friends, is the 1937 British Threepence coin, and if you've got one, you just might be sitting on a tiny, shining piece of history. Stick with us till the very end, because not only will we explore the real, verified value of this coin, including what collectors have actually paid, but we'll also uncover the fascinating backstory, the hidden design meanings, and what makes the 1937 Threepence a must-have for coin collectors around the world. Let's dive in. A new king, a new coin, 1937 in British history. The year was 1937. Britain stood on the edge of a new royal era. King Edward VIII had just abdicated the throne the year before, and his younger brother, George VI, stepped up unexpectedly as king. This royal transition meant one thing for the royal mint. It was time for a brand new set of coins, featuring the fresh face of a new monarch. And among this new coinage was a redesigned version of the humble threepence, now minted in nickel brass instead of silver, and with a completely new shape. The result? The coin we're exploring today, the bold, eye-catching 1937 threepence, or threepenny bit, as the British lovingly called it. But why was this coin so different? Why the bold design? Let's look closer. Design that broke tradition. One of the most striking things about this coin is its shape, 12 sides. In a time when most coins were round, the 1937 threepence took a daring leap. The dodecagon shape was intended to help the blind identify it by touch. Practical and unique. Let's talk about the reverse design, which shows a stylized thrift plant, a hardy little flower known for growing along the British coastline. But this wasn't just a pretty image. The thrift plant symbolized resilience, endurance, and national pride, traits that were especially meaningful in the tense pre-war years. The artist behind this elegant botanical image was Frances Madge Kitchener, one of the few female coin designers of the time. And on the obverse, we meet the new king, George VI, sculpted by the legendary Thomas Humphrey Paget. His portrait is strong yet humble, a man who didn't expect the crown, but wore it with dignity through some of Britain's darkest hours. Here was a material shift. Goodbye silver, hello brass. Until 1936, threepence coins were made of sterling silver. But in 1937, that all changed. The question is why? The UK government decided to switch to nickel brass to cut costs and increase the durability of coins in circulation. The 1937 coin was the first of its kind to be minted in this new material, making it a milestone in British coinage. This change not only affected how the coin looked and felt, giving it a golden hue and a heavier weight, but also increased its circulation lifespan. The decision to change the composition was practical, but it also created a collector's dream, the first edition of a brand new coin design. And you know what that means in the collector world. Firsts are everything. It is not just currency, it is a cultural icon. Back in the day, the threepence was commonly used for things like sweets, newspapers, and even a ride on public transport. It was part of daily life. But over time, it became more than money. Its unique look and feel, and the fact that it was the only dodecagonal coin in circulation for years, made it instantly recognizable. Kids played with them, people saved them, and by the time they stopped circulating, they had earned a permanent place in British memory. And let's be honest, how many coins can claim that? But is it rare or common? That's the real question. Now let's get down to the big question. Is the 1937 threepence rare? Surprisingly, this coin isn't ultra-rare in terms of mintage. In fact, about 45 million were struck in 1937, making it one of the more widely distributed coins of the George VI era. But that's just part of the story. Where it gets interesting is in the condition. Most of these coins were used daily and are now heavily worn. But coins that have never been circulated, or better yet, coins from proof sets, are incredibly valuable. Proof versions were not meant for everyday use. They were specially made with extra attention to detail, polished surfaces, and crisp edges. These were issued in very limited numbers and are what serious collectors fight over. So if you happen to own a proof 1937 threepence, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Let's talk about real market value. What are people actually paying? Now to the part you've been waiting for. How much is this coin really worth? Here's a breakdown based on current, 2025, collector market data. Condition estimated value, USD. Heavily worn $1 to $5. Fine to very fine $5 to $15. Extremely fine $20 to $35. Uncirculated, BU, $40 to $100. Proof coin $100 to $300 plus. Graded proof, PF 65 plus, $500 and up. Auction listings have occasionally seen prices higher than $500, especially for coins graded by NGC or PCGS. However, if a unique variation, such as a die error, off-center strike, or a misprint, were discovered in a 1937 coin, it could be worth thousands, and in an extreme case with a royal provenance or minting anomaly, potentially millions. It is important to know that is it fake or fortune. Spotting a genuine 1937 threepence. Because this coin has gained such popularity, some replicas and novelty versions have surfaced online. To avoid disappointment, make sure your coin has 12 equal sides. A clear date, 1937. King George VI's profile with the correct Latin inscription. Thrift plant on the reverse. Weight, approximate 6.8 grams. Diameter, around 21 millimeters. Made of nickel brass _ a magnet won't attract it. If your coin matches all of the above and is in great condition, it's worth getting it professionally appraised. So, could it be worth $1 million? Let's address the $1 million rumor head-on. It is time to know, can this coin be worth millions? Technically, no regular version of the 1937 threepence has sold for millions of dollars. That said, numismatics is a field full of surprises. A unique variant, a royally connected provenance, or a discovered minting error that no one's seen before could send its value skyrocketing. So while the coin itself in standard form won't make you a millionaire, the potential exists, and that's what keeps collectors and treasure hunters intrigued. Collectors love it, and you should too. Let's discuss why do collectors love this coin so much. It marked a new beginning under a new king. It was the first ever 12-sided coin in Britain. It was the first non-silver threepence. It features unique botanical artwork by a female designer. It became one of the most iconic British pre-decimal coins ever made. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned expert, the 1937 threepence is a coin that adds historical weight and aesthetic charm to any collection. Let's summarize it now. So, there you have it. A coin from 1937, less than an inch across, yet carrying the weight of a royal transition, a material revolution, and a design shift that changed British coinage forever. It may not buy you a mansion, but it might just earn you the respect of every coin enthusiast, a tidy profit if in perfect condition, and the satisfaction of owning a genuine piece of living history. Check your drawers. Ask your grandparents. Look through your collection. Because if you're holding a shiny little coin with a thrift plant and the date 1937, you've got something special. And who knows, your 1937 threepence might just be the one rare variation the world's been waiting to see.